Well.
Hey toy fans, Aaron here, and today we're going to check out the 6-inch Black Series Grand Admiral Thrawn. He comes to us in that red and black box, and he's number 47 in the lineup. Now, most recently, of course, he was in the Star Wars animated show Rebels, but of course he has a long history of being in the expanded universe from the books and stuff. So let's get this figure opened up and take a closer look at it. And looking at it out of the packaging, it's a pretty cool looking figure. It's a nice white Imperial officer uniform. Now mine, you know, as we go in closer, you're going to see some scuffs of paint and splotches here and there. I'm sure yours will vary, as mine already has. The one I have in the box doesn't have any of the scuffs on front. Kind of wishing now I would have held off and finding one to open up that wasn't as marked up, but oh well. Going in on the head sculpt, things are looking pretty good through there. And this sculpt is more of that lifelike appearance, which we've also received with Sabine and Hera, Kanan and Ahsoka. I like the blue skin tone of the face, the way that's done. A little bit of purple on the lips, and definitely got those red eyes looking pretty good. Overall, the rest of the paint job through the hairline and stuff is looking good there as well. Going through the waist area and the arms, everything's kind of as you would expect. You know, a little bit of wrinkling detail for the coat and stuff. His little code sticks on the sides of his chest are painted pretty good. Little blue on top and silver. And his ranking emblem on the side of his chest is looking good. And the gold on the top of the shoulders is looking pretty good too. The belt and holster area is looking really good as well. A little bit of that leather distressing molded in there. Get a little silver notch painted in at the top of the holster. Of course, the silver buckle, and then another silver notch just to the side of that buckle. Looking through the legs and boots, again, everything's kind of as you would expect through there. The wrinkles of fabric molded in. Looking on the boot area, the one thing I'll say is that the colors really don't match with the black paint. The thigh portion of the boot seems to be like a flat black, maybe even a little off black, and then the shoes themselves of the boot area are a nice glossy black. Otherwise, I like the detailing at the top of the boot with the little strap going around the back, and then some seams on the back side as well. As for the articulation on the figure, of course, that head does spin around side to side, and you got some up and down movement, just a little bit there. At the shoulder area, both arms do come up and then rotate around. And then also at that elbow area, you got your rotation, and they both bend up and down. And as far as the wrist area, of course, hand spins around. And then you got your side-to-side movement on both hands. As for the waist area, of course, the figure does turn and bend around and stuff quite nicely through there. As far as the legs go, you got a little slit in the side of his uniform on each side, so that helps open those legs up a bit. And you get a decent amount forward and back as well. Kind of pushes down a little bit there on that leg when it goes forward. At the knee area, it is double jointed. Mine's pretty tight in there. Holy cow. There we go. Got it. So great bend through there. And of course at the top of the thigh you got your rotation in there. Try and show that. There we go. We'll go that way with it. And as far as your ankle articulation, you got that forward and back movement, and also your rotation at the top of the foot there. And he does come with one accessory, that's his blaster. I like the molding to it. Sculpting looks pretty good. No extra special painting to it. It's pretty much just a gray piece of plastic, but it does fit in nicely into his hand. He's got a little trigger finger molded in there that slides good into the trigger of the weapon. And then of course you can slide that right into his holster, and no problem with it fitting in there. So overall, mine is the one that I picked as an opener. I think it's a pretty cool looking figure. Hopefully I'll still be able to get my hands on the Comic-Con version of it so I can get all those accessories and stuff. I thought that's a pretty cool set, but you know, at least it still ended up with a Thrawn figure, right? Alright, so that wraps up this look at the 6-inch Black Series Grand Admiral Thrawn. I'd love to know your thoughts on this figure in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.